conference is beginning in seconds. You want to keep an eye on TV in case it moves on.
Wait for Dr. Kelly.
Did you get my message?
I did.
I have only a few short comments to make. As you know, I'm here today to deliver the interim progress report of the Iraq Survey Group. It's interim, it's a snapshot in time, it's ongoing investigation. We've been at work only 3 months. There's a lot more to do. At this point, we have found substantial evidence of an intent of senior-level Iraqi officials, including Saddam, to continue production at some future point in time of weapons of mass destruction. We have not found yet, and I'm sure you know this, otherwise you would know it earlier, we have not found at this point actual weapons. Does not mean we've concluded there are no actual weapons. It means at this point in time, and it's a huge country with a lot to do, that we have not yet found weapons. If I can speak of what we have found in addition to intent, we have found a large body of continuing activities and equipment that were not declared to the UN inspectors when they returned in November of last year. This includes substantial equipment and activities in the chemical and biological area, a much more substantial activity in the missile area. The Iraqis were engaged in a very full-scale program that would have extended their delivery systems out beyond 1,000 kilometers. That is enough to reach Ankara, Cairo, Abu Dhabi, Riyadh. And these were both ballistic missiles and land attack cruise missiles, a refit of the Chinese Silk War. The report lays out for the committee and for others considerable detail about what this is. And I will just conclude by saying, believe me, we're working as hard as we can. We know the importance that is attached to this work, but we have a lot more work to do before we can conclude that we're at the end of the road as opposed to still at the beginning.
How much time will you devote to that?
My guess is, and everyone asks this question, I keep saying, I know it's a question my mother would have told me not to answer because I'm going to have to live with it. But the answer is, I believe in 6 to 9 months, we will be at the stage where we can draw a line and say, there probably will be more to find. Believe me, if I wanted to go into business, I would go into the metal detection business in Iraq. I think for 100 years, they will be digging up the relics of Saddam's empire that is buried over the country. We won't have found everything. We will know the program and able to report, this is what they had, this was there.
But in 6 to 9 months, you think you can draw a line that says we should stop the search now, we should scale it down, or what?
I think we can say at this point in time, we know most of what we're going to know about the program. There still will be things to discover. I'm not sure we could go on for 25 years and I think we'd still discover some stuff.
Dr. K, why does the amount of money this job is going to cost, why is that secret? When earlier budget requests have put in the open the amount of money that it's going to cost?
Beats me. You're talking to a guy who lives in the field and I don't do budgets or windows.
But is there something sensitive about what you and your people are doing in the field that needs to be kept secret?
There's a lot that's sensitive about what we're doing. I'm the wrong person to ask budget questions.
Why is it twice as large as the original sum?
Well, you must know what the number is.
I think we do.
Okay.
Dr. K, for those senators who voted for war under the assumption that a threat was imminent, does your report suggest that there was not an imminent threat? Or what does it say in general for people who thought that?
You asked the senators about that. Imminence is a political policy decision. We're reporting what we find. What that meant in those terms is something that, in fact, senators are better able to address than I am.
Well, does your report then show that there were weapons there, or a weapons program that would mean that an attack could be launched with chemical or biological or nuclear weapons soon or immediately?
We're still in the early phases of sketching out and understanding the full implications of their program. People are going to have time and patience. We've found a great deal. We've reported a great deal, and much of which was never declared to the UN and was unknown. We're not at the bottom line yet.
Dr. K, last question.
From somebody who hasn't asked one.
Have you found any evidence of